all you culinary chefs-to-be. My name is NoNoNoah, and welcome back to I Love You, Colonel Sanders, a KFC-inspired game. And KFC made it, so I don't know if it's really inspiration or not. But we're back. We just woke up. It's day 2. If this is the 3rd episode, so if you were watching this one first, you're doing it wrong. You need to go back so you know what all these characters are. But regardless, Miriam! Okay, I know this might sound like a little strange, but I think I might be, I think I might like Pops. Oh, okay. Like him, like? I know it sounds like it's moving too fast, but there's something special about him. I like him. Like him. We got to talking after class, and she's actually a totally sweet guy. Not only that, but he's really smart. He told me all kinds of stories about Colonel Sanders. Did you know that Colonel Sanders enlisted in the Army when he was only 3? Not only that, but he founded a special unit of super soldiers who all wear the same hats, just because he put on a hat one time and thought it looked cool. But Colonel Sanders doesn't even wear a hat. He wears a ribbon tie. Either way, maybe it'd be best if you took it slow with this new boy. Like, I am with Colonel Sanders. You and Colonel Sanders? The coolest guy in school? The most famous student to ever attend University of Cooking School Academy of Learning? You're a thing now? We definitely connected yesterday. Aha, sure you did. That you're great. Why wouldn't he be into you, I guess? Laughing at the implication that you and Colonel Sanders might be a thing is definitely not cool. You are great. You have an idea about how to prove that your love is real. Well, if he's not into me, why did he tell me one of his secret ingredients? However, you don't tell her that. You know a second ingredient too, which you discovered on your own. Your bestie's eyes light up. A secret ingredient? Yeah, I just said that. A secret ingredient. Is there a dramatic echo in here? Miriam checks to make sure you're alone before continuing. So this summer, while I was on vacation with my family, a lovely man approached me in the botanical garden where I was wandering. This can't be good. He told me about all of his passion for spices, secret spices. The man even gave me some to show me what he meant. He said it was a powder created from super duper rare dried flower petals, and that if I did him a big favor I could have some of my own. Please, Miriam, don't tell me. So I filled my suitcase with them and brought them home. He was so nice he even met me at the gate when I arrived. Later, when I cooked with them, a very strange feeling came over me, and the flavor was unlike anything I'd ever tasted. I think you're being very liberal with the meaning of spices here. Whatever. Anyhow, we both shared an interest in cooking, so we stayed in touch, like pen pals. I bet he would love to know more about your new spices. Well, I'm definitely not supposed to share Colonel Sanders' secret recipe. And besides, I only know the only one ingredient, so I doubt it'd be much use to anyone. Cough, fibber, cough. Please, please, please. It would mean the world to me. No one has to know it came from you or Colonel Sanders. What do you think? Should you protect Colonel Sanders' secret or share it with your bestie? Make up a fake ingredient. You quickly think of a fake ingredient. I don't know. How about it was the Eye of Newt? I know that sounds like some sort of witch's potion, but what can you do? Eye of Newt. Wow! Her eyes light up imagining such a thing, and you figure that you've satisfied her curiosity and she'll move on. However, she immediately turns around and does some thumb typing on her phone that you can't quite see. That's probably not good. Before you can ask her to confirm what she has, definitely not texting secrets to other people. You're interrupted. A wind rushes in. Cherry blossom petals fill the air. He's coming! It's Colonel Sanders! He's arriving at school! Stand back and admire his majestic glory. Yeah, we'll do that. Colonel Sanders' horse is truly a thing of beauty. Without ever acknowledging that he's being watched, he does a short horse dance before dismounting with a flourish. He then slaps the beautiful creature gently on its rear, sending it running free into the countryside. You are so struck by the sight of him that you lose your ability to speak coherently. Oh, I didn't realize anyone was watching. Don't worry, he knows his way home. You attempt to compliment Colonel Sanders, but the words don't come out exactly right. What a horseful beaut you have! What a horseful beaut you have! Dang it, that's what I just said. Being a good friend, Miriam attempts to cover for you. Oh, no, just gets really nervous around people they like. What? That is not helping! They got food poisoning and they were up all night. It was gruesome. You should have seen it. She gives you a wink and a smile as if to say, situation handled. Can't blame a girl for trying. And with that, Colonel Sanders disappears into the school, leaving you and Miriam to fall. When you enter the classroom, you can see your 2 rivals, Ashley and Van Van, are doing something bad. By the way, they're hiding. You know it must be something really bad, like counterfeiting recipes bad, experimenting with restricted ingredients bad, summoning a demon bad. You try and get a peek over Van Van's hulking shoulder, but he sees you coming. Whoa there, little one, I'm not sure you're ready to handle this. Why don't you make yourself like a bee and mind your own beeswax? Act like you're not interested in them, but really try to get a closer look. Tell them to stop acting immature. Yeah. You sit near the rivals, but leave your back turned to them. You even hear Van Van mutter something that sounds a bit like a magic spell. However, he noticed you eavesdropping. You try and cover your tracks and improvise an excuse. Ahem, it's time for class and you distract the rest of us who want to learn. Now you've upset them. Oh, and you're the emperor of cooking, are you? You make the rules? I'm not sure you know a good meal if you ate one. Being the best chef in the world takes more than just culinary skills. It takes creativity. It takes panic. And it doesn't hurt to use a little evil. You finally get a look at what they were hiding. You instantly recognize it. It's a book, just like the one you found after your encounter with the spork monster. That's the same book that I found last night in the quad. Ashley immediately elbows Van, who hides the book behind his back. I don't know what you're talking about. The book is family heirloom and its contents are secret. You notice that they haven't been studying the book. They've got Pop pinched to the wall and they're tossing potato skins at him as he tries to catch them in his mouth. We're playing, hee hee. Before you can dig any further, you're interrupted by the arrival of more students. It's almost time for class. Beep, beep. Clank must be running late. He's in such a hurry that he rolls right over Van's meaty foot. Hey, watch it, you bucket of bolts. You watch how you talk to him. He didn't do anything. Oh god, he's mad. Look at his face. Womp. Do you think you're talking to? I've never heard such language, not even from a stand mixer. Womp womp. No, your mother was a stand mixer. Werbs. Van jumps to attack Clank, but Clank shocks Van, sending him flying across the room. Protect me, Colonel Sanders! These crazed men are about to come to blows! I think it might just be over for me, but I'm not interested in either of them. Ashley's tone has completely changed in an instant. She bats her eyelashes at Colonel Sanders. Surely he must know that this is a ruse, right? Gentlemen, get a hold of yourselves. Save it for the arena, at least. Or don't. Honestly, what do I care? I've got a lofty career aspirations to focus on. Maybe I can help with your business plan. Just then, Sprinkles arrives to signal the true start of class. He's panting, which doesn't seem that abnormal. He's a professor, but he's also a dog. Students, please take your seats. I apologize for my late arrival. I spent the morning chasing a car all around town with my tiny legs, and my tiny legs are very, very tired. But I'm here now, and I hope you're ready to learn. You try to give Sprinkles a pat on the head, but he snarls at you. Sorry, I get a little worked up if people try to pet me before I've had my morning coffee. Let that be a lesson to you. After he catches his breath, Sprinkles regains control of the classroom. Without further ado, we'll review the global history of my favorite fowl, the chicken. You want to pay attention to the lesson, truly you do. Which is why in 1776, at the signing of the Declaration of Independence, it was a chicken who first signed their name. But you can't help but daydream about Colonel Sanders, and you miss most of the important parts. When you come to, Sprinkles is holding a tray of food in front of you. Well, no. Naturally, this appears to you as a simple platter. Which item do you want to sample? A shimmering pepper. A brightly colored pepper stands out from the other items. It sparkles in the most eye-catching way, so naturally you reach out and grab it and eat it right away. However, your body is not prepared for the heat. The pepper has triggered an intense spice hallucination. It feels like forever as you trip through the universe. My friend, ooh, this guy again. I'm here to give you an important message. Ooh, you must avenge my death and fulfill your destiny. All you must do is cough, cough. I was saying to fulfill your destiny, all you must do is cough, cough. Sorry, I think I've got some spice stuck in my throat. It's fine, I'll work through cough. To fulfill, cough. The prophecy, cough, cough. You feel yourself begin to regain consciousness. Aw, man. You come to and find everyone is staring at you. That pepper was the last of its kind on Earth, and now it's gone forever. You think to yourself, geez, I should pay better attention. We all make mistakes, but I'm sure he'll forgive you someday. Come on, it's time for lunch. Before anyone can relax, the cafeteria lights dim, and your rivals enter to make a dramatic announcement. Today's lunch will be prepared via timed competition cook-off. The level of theatrics with these two is off the charts. Demand that they stop wasting everyone's time. Step them and tell them you're on. A bit of lunchtime competition, eh? Count me in. If I have to wipe the tables with you fools before I set my lunch down, then so be it. I'm not the fool, you're the fool, fool! Good one, Van Vam. I like your grump nation, No. He had hearts! He had hearts! Oh, I can't wait. I'll be watching your performance. Just as things reach a boiling point, Sprinkle steps in. Surely he'll put a stop to this madness. Now, students, please settle down. This is a lunchroom, not a sports zone. Finally, a little sense. You breathe a sigh of relief. At least not until we turn on the timer! Just then a huge light blasts you in the face, flashing the words, timer ready. That's what I'm talking about. Arrgh! I stand corrected. The hard way builds solidity, a foundation of confidence that cannot be swept away. And that's an original quote by me, in case anyone's wondering. I hope its message lifts you to victory. Like a diamond, I was formed under pressure. Now is my chance to shine. I will defeat you myself. You had his chicken, and you made him mashed potatoes and gravy one day. on day 1, and you're feeling like you could really impress him here again. It's time to boil some water for mashed potatoes. Think again if the timer runs on you, you'll be forced to pick randomly. What temperature does the water boil at? Fahrenheit. That's wrong. Shit! What were you thinking, No? Get your head in the game. You're going to need to season this chicken before you cook it. You don't know Colonel Santa's recipe exactly, but you have an idea. How many 11? There's 11. That's right. You might know all the ingredients yet, but you're at least headed in the right direction. Tail wagging intensifies. Now that you've got the basics going on, it's time to elaborate your craft. What state of mind offers the most flavor? Oh, shit. Gratitude. That's right. You must never take the opportunity for granted if you hope to succeed. Your classmates are rooting for you, but Ashley's simply stronger and faster than you. You better pick up the pace if you want to survive. When you were a child, your father told you to never forget where you came from. Every day you meditate on this advice and draw energy from that place. Now should be a great time to harness that energy. Where does it come from? That's right! This is your shot. You're not going to miss it. I would read all of them, but I don't have the time. Aroo! You try to shut the noise out of the arena and focus on your cooking. What is the sound of success? Sizzling. That's wrong! Don't make me get the spray bottle. Next question. You notice Colonel Sanders out of the corner of your eye. I believe in you, No. He's actually cheering you on, which would be awesome, except knowing he's watching you makes you totally forget what you were doing. Now all I can think about is Colonel Sanders. How many spoonfuls of gravy does it take? What were you thinking? Get your mind back in the game. I can't. There's 3 seconds. Grr. You're a standard in a desert island. Only one desert cookbook. Which do you take? What a hunk! I know, right? You know what? Shouldn't you be focused on the challenge you're failing behind? Sorry, I forgot the question. What does that have to do with crafting spectacular fried chicken and baked biscuits? Woof woof. You're really struggling to keep up. At the next station, Ashley has already begun plating elements of her dish. It's colorful and complex. To make the time, you toss your biscuit dough into a sand mixture. As you do, the crowd gasps. Yikes. Zzz. I know you love nothing more than seeing a fellow appliance used in a kitchen battle, but something that means sacrificing the personal touch. Where you might not have my hands, but No does, and a good chef needs to be touching the dough to know when it's properly mixed. There's an easy way and a hard way. You don't get far by going the easy way. When you hear everyone talking, you realize how serious your error was. You immediately shove your head into the mixer to rescue your dough before it's overmixed. No! But you're not fast enough and your hand gets stuck. It's immediately crushed by the quickly spinning beaters. There's no way you'll be able to use that hand for the rest of the match. Colonel Sanders shakes his head in shame. Oh my god, he's crying! What you often find is that the easy way can turn out much, much more difficult. Everyone stop what you're doing right now. This battle's over. It can't be! I was so close to finishing my dish! Sweetheart, look at your hand. You simply can't go on. Aw, that's too bad, and here I am with a completed dish ready to serve. Surely that makes me the winner by default. No, it wouldn't be fair to compare the two on account of No-No's injury. Yushi sprinkles begin to lick his doggy chops as he locks onto the dish. But I suppose you should at least tell us what you prepared. Well, because I'm the sweetest, I skipped straight to dessert. Under this white chocolate dome, you'll find a wide array of delights, taking you on a journey of flavor that tastes good and tells a story of excellence. I was going to ask Nona to do the honor, but since you're injured, I'm afraid that pouring this creamer of delicate hot chocolate sauce might be too difficult. Colonel Sanders, if you wouldn't mind lending me a strong, steady hand. Colonel Sanders pours the hot chocolate sauce on top of the dome, causing it to melt away, revealing the ingredients hidden within. Inside, you find a delicate fried cheese croquette? I don't know. Atop a slice of honeycomb, ice cream 2 ways, tender nougat, and pearls of blueberry jelly. Colonel Sanders seems intrigued, but perhaps not impressed as he tips his finger in the chocolate sauce. Simplicity isn't your strong suit, is it, Ashley? Oh, you. As he places a soft-covered finger on his lips, Ashley leans over and whispers something into his ear. A dab of sauce sticks to his mustache. Internalize the rage you feel. Put yourself between Colonel's... I will internalize my rage. Your rage burns so intensely within your eyes that they burst into flames. The flames cause your eyebrows to catch fire and turn to ash. They fall off of your face, which means people will have a hard time understanding your emotions for the rest of the semester. Perhaps forever. Embarrassed and ashamed by your poor performance, not to mention your crispy fried brow, you run for the quad to be alone. The beautiful weather feels like an insult inside of you as storm rages. It's Colonel Sanders! He's probably here to tell you that he and Ashley are in love and have decided to get married. He won't even ask you to cater his wedding because you're a terrible chef and an awful person. You try to hide from him, but he approaches you directly. I know you're hurting right now. Not just from the devastating loss, but from that run-in with the mixer and that small fire. We should get that checked out. I'm fine. Can't you just leave me alone? I'm a loser. I'm not fit to fill your fryer. I'll never be a mastery chef. Failure is a part of life, not just for you, but for all of us. Do you think I've never failed at anything before? That's exactly what I think. Well then, think again. I wasn't always the man you see before you. Enrolled in culinary school, incredibly handsome, successful, motivated. Well, handsome, sure. I was born that way. But I've walked other paths and arrived at dead ends. I was passionate about life, but I failed as an obstetrician? I don't know what that is. I was passionate about justice, but I failed as a lawyer. I was passionate about livestock, but I even failed as a mule handler. That one was especially humiliating. Mules can be so cruel. I didn't know! People see my delicate ribbon tie and well-kept beard and assume that I've got it all together, which is true now, but it hasn't always been. Sounds like this guy could really use a hug. I resolved then what I was going to amount to someday. No amount of hours, labor, or money would deter me from giving the best I had to give. As Colonel Sanders changes focus, you see something ignite inside of him, a burning passion. One has to remember that every failure can be a stepping stone to something better. My new dream is pure, it's honest, it's something that a humble man in a crisp white suit can be proud of. I will create a chain of chicken restaurants that will bring joy to the entire world and make up for my past misdeeds. Yay! Just as your moment grows intimate, you're interrupted by a threatening, shadowy presence. Battle-scarred from the night before, you prepare for the worst. It's the Spork Monster! Gorko, the Spork Monster's here to fight a hero. Is anyone else feeling a bit of deja vu? I'm sorry, Gorko, but I could have sworn we already battled you last night. That was Borko, my twin, and I, Gorko, am here to avenge them. Are you stronger than Borko? Well, we're twins, so no, not really. We're pretty much exactly equal in every way. Why do you ask? Colonel Sanders smirks. He is ready for on the same page as you. It's just that we beat Gorko pretty easily, so I don't think we have much of a chance. Not to mention, I would feel really guilty about that. Now, if I could take it back, I would. I think what NoNoNoah was trying to say is, can't we just be friends? Life's too short for making enemies. I suppose we really don't need to fight, it's just that I've got all these pointy teeth and claws. All the better for enjoying tasty food. Surely you like to eat, don't we all? Of course I do! Inspiration strikes you and you come with a quick idea. Chomp on this! You toss a biscuit in a Gorko's open mouth and he devours it in one gulp. Delicious! You're much nicer than the evil students who once upon a time turned me into this creature who stand here today. I don't believe it. You were human once? Well, no, I was a chihuahua, but I was still a student at the school until one day some mean kids with a magic spellbook cast a dark enchantment on me and I was forever transformed. A magic spellbook. Precisely. Borka used to have a copy, but somewhere along the way I've lost it. If you have such a book, I beg you, show it respect. You're a powerful chef, and shouldn't rely on such dark and evil magic. No, you should be protecting the innocent from those who could cheat them through sorcery and guile. If you need me, don't fear, I will be there. It sounds like there are some bad wow, he's stressed the fuck out. Sounds like there's some bad cooks in the kitchen of life. No, together I am sure we will be able to defeat them. Come back to my hideaway and we can discuss. A personal invite! You can't imagine what Colonel Sanders' home must be like, but it sounds like you're about to find out. Stepping inside Sanders' home, surrounded by his things, you start to feel a special bond with him. Oh my god, he was born with the goatee! And he's holding a drumstick! It looks like you live such an exciting life, Colonel Sanders. Every day can be an adventure if you approach it with the right attitude. Long ago, I made a decision to never stop searching, never stop working, never stop imagining. Have you been working on any new recipes of your own lately? I'm always excited to talk about food with another ambitious chef. Well, there is something. There's a side dish that I've been tinkering with, trying to find the right balance of flavors and textures. I'm not sure I've nailed it yet, but I'm close. Colonel Sanders' eyes perk up as he starts to wonder what the dish you might be describing. It's meant to pair with something spicy or something crispy. Both, perhaps. Now you've got him right where you want him. Should you reveal your new creation to him, or keep it a secret just for you? I'll keep it a secret. Actually, I've said too much. Please forget I ever said anything. You can practically hear Colonel Sanders' heart beating in his chest. He tries to act demure, but his facade begins to crack. I can appreciate a good secret, of course. In fact, I've got nearly a dozen in my fried chicken recipe alone. But I would hope that you could learn to trust me with yours. Well, I suppose you did share a secret ingredient with me yesterday, so it'd only be fair. Colonel Sanders grows serious. Ah, yes, about that, you see. Yes, Colonel? I haven't been completely honest with you. The secret I told you was a fake. Oh no, the ingredient you shared with Miriam wasn't true. You're angry with Colonel Sanders for lying, but the fact that you revealed his secret shows that he probably was right to do so. You mean it wasn't one of the real 11 secret herbs and spices? You see, we had only just met, and I had to make sure that you were trustworthy and capable of keeping my most important secret. To me, my recipes are priceless. Well, I have something to confess. That secret ingredient you told me, I shared it with Miriam, my best friend. Unfortunately, I already knew this. I was very disappointed, but now that you've come clean, we can start building our relationship as fellowships again. I promise to be honest from here on out, I really do. I'm counting on you. Then in that case, I present to you my original coleslaw. The shredded cabbage glistens in the light of Colonel Sanders' Lux hideaway. Magnificent! Together you chow down on the creamy slaw, until just a spoonful remains in the bowl. Do you mind if I hold on to the last bite? I'd like to have it around so I can admire its taste later and think back on its moment. You could offer to make more, but it seems very sentimental. Sure, why not? Please make yourself comfortable. I'll be back in just a moment. You realize that now would be a perfect time to do something snooping. Around the room are various items that you can look at Each item seems to radiate memories and emotion. Tap on an item to discover what more about the Colonel. Ooh. He had the goatee from birth! An adorable little baby boy crawls against the floor. From the goatee and mustache combo he sports, a figure that must be the Colonel himself. That, or maybe it's a drumstick that he seems to be waving like a rattle. Who frames a baby picture of themselves? Probably just the same type of person who would make their own face the logo of the company they founded, am I right? Tap on an item to discover more about the Colonel. Okay, the candle. A scented candle. You pick it up and try to identify the smell. Power tool? Freshly starched collar? Piece of wood floating in a lake? Summer of 69? No, it's one of the secret recipe ingredients. It's blank! Tap on an item to discover more about the Colonel. You take a closer look at the large urn sitting on a nearby pedestal. There's a plaque on it. It's dusty, but when you wipe it away, you read the inscription. It says, "Here lie the ashes of my past careers and business failures." Poor guy. Tap on an item to discover more about the Colonel. I guess it wants me... Ooh, there's a lake. I think it wants me to go in there. Fuck it, I'll go in there. You open the door to Colonel Sanders' closet and find a row of his signature white suits hanging within. You take one on Sanders, try it on. The jacket is just a bit too big for you, but it's soft and comfortable. You give yourself a deep hug, breathing in his scent. They say that home is where the heart is. Is that what they meant? Before you can look any further, you hear Colonel Sanders returning. He has a new dish that he's been working on, and he wants you to taste it. You try to act casual until he asks you why you're wearing his jacket. I don't usually loan those out, but I must say, it looks good on you. Oh crap, the jacket. You forgot to take it off. You decide that now is your moment and take a big move. Tell him you're cold. You fess up and tell the truth. I'll tell the truth. You confess. I think I've developed feelings for you. I think I might be developing feelings for you too! Yes! But I'm concerned. I can't let anything get in the way of my dreams. Overwhelmed, you take the jacket off and run for the door. But the thought of leaving Colonel in the midst of such an emotional breakthrough gives you a pause. You stop yourself. Colonel? Yes, no. I honestly think this may be the beginning of something wonderful. I think you're right. We should take things slow. You talk late into the night and drift off into a slumber. Dream sequence! Oh, look at all of them fly through on their chicken. You wake to a beautiful morning in Colonel Sanders' hideaway. Did you make the right decision on how to respond to Colonel Sanders? Only time will tell truly. Today is the day that could change the rest of your life. You think about the new secret ingredient you just learned about. Blank. In some jurisdictions, blank isn't even legal, but if the recipe is secret, how will they know? Your thoughts are interrupted when Colonel Sanders emerges into the room. Alright! It's day 2. We're gonna stop here. Well, actually, it's day 3 now, so yeah, we're gonna stop here. You guys let me know what you guys think about this game down in the comments below. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see all you no bros in the next episode. Peace!